Hi, this is Lorenzo.
And this is Natalia. Welcome to the podcast Canadian Citizenship by North York Community House.
This is the space where our volunteers will read articles about some of the topics you may encounter on the test. Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome, everybody.
How are you, Natalia?
I'm fine, Lorenzo. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, so in this episode, we're going to talk about the suffrage movement.
Yes, and more specifically about women's involvement into the society and their role to get the same rights as men.
Okay, this sounds like an interesting topic, so let's listen to our volunteer and we'll see each other later.
Hello everyone, my name is Sushy and I'm. I'm a volunteer at North York Community House. Today we're going to read something about the suffrage movement. This is Canadian history, the suffrage movement. Question: how did the suffrage movement change society? Women's suffrage, or franchise, is the right of women to vote in elections and run for office. Women had no place in political life. They were expected to remain at home, to do household chores and to take care of children. Most men believed in that and also decided women had no interest in voting and they were not capable of making decisions about who to vote for. In Canada, women's suffrage became popular in 1870s. The women who pushed for voting rights were called suffragists. They formed networks across the province and country. There were two main arguments that the suffrage developed to explain why women deserved the vote. The first argument was based on the idea that women are equal to men and deserve the same rights. The second argument was based on the idea that women's experience in caring for families would improve society. Ontario suffragists were not alone in their struggle. They got inspired by their US and British counterparts, as well as women activists across provinces. They exchanged correspondence, shared triumphs and setbacks. Suffragists worked really hard for what they believed in. For example, they wrote articles, presented petitions, held lectures and organised parades. Mock parliaments were performed a lot. The mock parliament was a type of an agitprop performances, art with obvious political messaging. They helped spread the clear political messages and the goal was to raise money and generate sympathy for women's suffrage. The most celebrated Ontario mock parliament was held in Toronto on February the 18th, 1896. Well-known suffragist Emily Stowe played the role of premier. There were men and women in the audience and three major local newspapers who all published enthusiastic reviews, with the Toronto Star calling the evening heaps of fun. Despite the evening being a success, it did not lead to any advancements on Ontario's suffrage cause. In the early 1900s, industrialisation, growing urbanisation and immigration influenced the franchise movement. Some political parties advocated for rights of women workers who were poorly paid and not protected. The suffrage campaigns were interrupted when the First World War broke out. The focus shifted towards the war. However, the war somehow helped the women's movement. How? The federal vote was extended to women serving in the Canadian Army Medical Corps and to close female relatives of military men. The suffrage movement was also inspired other legislative changes, for example, the introduction of provincial mothers' allowances and pensions. Women were granted the federal vote in 1918. However, women of Asian background were excluded from the federal vote until 1948, and status Indian women waited even longer, until 1954 to vote in Ontario and 1960 for the right to vote federally. So there you have it, the suffrage movement. I do hope you've enjoyed listening to me and this section, and I also hope you found it very interesting, and I wish you all the best in your test. Bye.
Okay, so Natalia, how did you find the reading?
I feel myself empowered.
Yeah, you feel empowered? Okay, that's good. Okay, so now let's take a look at some of the words that we heard. So the first one is franchise. To be honest with you, Natalia, I thought franchise had only one
Mhm.
definition.
It's me.
And,
I thought only about one definition.
yeah. Yeah, so I think for most of us, franchise is like the right to sell the company's products using the company's name. So franchise like store, but in
Mhm.
our case, it's about the right to vote in an election. So, for example, we can say Canadian women worked for decades to win the franchise. So,
Okay.
franchise.
Good to know something new.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and another word, it's counterpart. So actually it's a noun. It can be a person that holds the same position as another person in a different place or organization. For example, the prime minister will meet with his European counterparts next week. So the same position, but in a different organization or place. Or, for example, why should women earn less money than their male counterparts?
Yeah, that's a controversial topic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
controversial.
yeah. Controversial is a word that we analyzed in the other episode. So make
Mhm.
sure to check that episode. And what was the episode, Natalia?
Controversial about voting.
Yeah, voting rights. Yeah, yeah. And then the next word is setback. So setback. So something that happens that prevents you from succeeding, prevents you from developing. And a synonym could be a problem or difficulty.
Mhm.
For example, you can say there has been a slight setback in our plans. So setback, that sets you back, that puts you back. Yeah.
It's always good to know that you can substitute the very common word, a problem or difficulty, with something new. Sit back.
Yeah,
Good.
correct.
Okay, another word, it's mock. Mock, for example, mock interviews or mock exam. So actually it's an adjective. It means something that is not real, or it pretends to be like something. For example, tomorrow we'll have a mock exam.
Yeah, I'm terrified.
It's just a mock. You just pretend.
That's true.
You just
That's
prepare
true.
for this.
That's true. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's good.
So Natalia, and you also do mock tests in your citizenship test course,
Oh,
right?
yes. Good. Yes, not the same, but very similar. We pretend that we are doing the test. I assign special time for the questions, and students will have a chance to practice something like real mock exam.
Wow.
Yes, thank you for this.
Okay, make sure to sign up for the course then.
Okay. So, and did you know that actually mock, it can be a verb?
I did not know, so please tell us.
So if I will say you, Lorenza, please stop mocking me, what does it mean? Can you explain?
Stop pretending, maybe.
Stop making fun. Stop making fun of me.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
So, yes, to mock is to make fun of someone.
Thank you. Okay, and our next word, I actually didn't know about this. So the next word is agitprop. So first of all, Natalia, I think you were aware of this word. Can you tell us, is it like a combination of two words?
Yes, actually, from my cultural background, I know that these two main words that like belongs to the main meaning, agitation, propaganda. So this was very powerful art tool at the beginning of the 20th century. Nowadays, we do not use it too much, but because we are talking about suffrage movement, about that time, it's good to understand. So please help us to clarify exactly the meaning of this word.
For sure. So, well, you basically did already. So, so Natalia said agitation, propaganda. So propaganda, so the spreading of political ideas or arguments, and that were expressed through plays, art, or books. The purpose was to catch the people's attention. And in our handout, you will see a picture of this, an example of this agitprop. Yeah.
Yeah. Nowadays, I think we do not use it too much. Maybe advertising, it's substituted this agitprop, but yes, it's good to know. Okay. And one more expression, heaps of fun. You will meet this expression in this episode. Actually, it means a lot of fun. Yes. And for example, we can use this in this sentence. There was a heap of clothes on the floor. So it means a lot of clothes. Yes.
Okay. Hopefully not dirty clothes.
Oh, yes.
Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. So that was another interesting episode. Thank you, Natalia, for being here with me to analyze the words.
And thank you for being with me, Lorenzo. Hope students can enjoy this conversation.
Yes. And yeah, we will see each other next time.
See you next time.
This is the end of our episode.
Make sure to check out our Facebook page, Citizenship Test Preparation North York Community House, where you can find more information about our free preparation courses.
You can also visit our website, NYCH.ca, NYCH.ca, where you will find all the information and updates about our programs.
You can also find us on Instagram at NYCH Online, LinkedIn, and Twitter.